sports. And we've got Devontae Smith. No shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good... It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. From the 31, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Meanwhile, Dak's throw caught by Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I continue to go in that direction because right now they get the defense back on their heels.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's second down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. It's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Okay, ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Defense gets up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Back to throw again. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The Cowboys at 6-4 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Prescott. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. And he's got it. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. He's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. T. Higgins there to make the grab. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident. They feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going 14-0. They can press the advantage and go for 2.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. They'll set up a throw. It's a short, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Yeah, he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Elliott is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic first down.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far in this defense because they've been showing the best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Gainwell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. Left side to Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 1st down, Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So play drive covering 80 yards.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 6. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff coming left is Gainwell.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's taken in at the 9. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On second down, Elliott. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, Elliott. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shake it up.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
2nd and 4.
He'll drop to throw.
That's to his running back, Gainwell. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. Nice little juke. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gainwell is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On the counter, Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll try the left side with Gainwell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Christian Kirk, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage. Work on that clock. See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football. Gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On second down, it's Pollard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Smith catches left side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. That third down conversion good for 23. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Back to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. The quick slant caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 4, a little over 50 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Dak. And this one's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Now Dak. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Prescott.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it will be uprights away the roads. They're going to get out of here with a comfortable victory. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look in the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Dallas, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team.